Hey guys, thanks for joining me again, and thank you so much for sharing the word about the site and the videos. I know that a couple of you have shared it with people who were recently diagnosed or going through treatment, and that's exactly what it's meant to do, so I appreciate that. And just wanted to jump on here today and talk about staying safe and healthy during chemotherapy treatment. We're not really following any kind of order in these videos. It's really just about what you all want or asking me for, or what I'm having conversations around in real time. So today I had two conversations with people who are currently in the hospital due to complications from their chemotherapy treatment. Now, that's not to freak anybody out. That was not my experience, and yet it is so important to stay as healthy as possible during chemo. So chemotherapy is different for everybody. I had 6 rounds. They were spaced out 3 weeks at a time, and I had a drug cocktail, they call it, of TCH, taxotere, carboplatin, and Herceptin. And my experience was that after the infusion, I felt pretty normal for the first 2 to 3 days. And then there was a dip in my energy and how I felt. And then days, I think it was 3 to 10, or when they said after infusion, when you're most susceptible to germs and illness because your immune system basically shuts down. So the same drugs that are in there targeting and killing the cancer cells are also doing damage to your healthy cells and the cells that are your immune system. So during this time, it's super critical that you keep yourself safe and away from the normal cold or everyday germs that you can be exposed to. So some of the things that we did, our boys were 3 and 18 months at the time, so they were right in the middle of daycare. And every single day when they would come home, we would immediately undress them and have a clean, fresh pair of clothes to put them in, so that they didn't bring home any germs from daycare. We didn't allow anyone to wear shoes in the house during that time. We had our house cleaned professionally weekly, which I know sounds like a lot, and yet during that time we just didn't want to chance anything for germs. There's actually companies out there. One of them is called cleaningforareason.org, and they basically take donations, and then they will provide house cleaning for patients going through chemotherapy. So for you caregivers out there, it's an incredible thing to do to point someone in this direction, or to provide monetary assistance to help someone have their house clean and therefore keep them safe during chemo. Other things we did is I wore gloves. Literally just not fashionable, just protective gloves to Costco. I went bowling with friends one night because I just needed to get out and have fun and kind of forget what was happening for a little while. And I wore gloves there. And I ended up taking a flight at one point in my treatment to get out of it. It was right in the middle of the winter and it was pretty brutal. The weather was so cold, and wanted to escape to Florida for a little bit, which was approved by my doctors, and I wore a mask. So got a lot of looks, definitely had an open seat next to me, which was the benefit. And yet just really when we go to restaurants, I would bring my own silverware. That was something my mom thought of and really enforced that I did, so that I really was limiting my exposure to any risk that could prevent or could cause even just a cold, which then with a suppressed immune system could turn into something much greater, and your body's not really in a position to fight that at that point. So those are just some tips on how to stay healthy and safe during chemotherapy. And like I said before, please continue to email me, kpapkin, PAPKIN @gmail.com, or comment below as to what you want to hear about, and we'll kind of take it as it goes. All right, everyone, stay healthy and safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.